Lancaster suffer a 2-1 defeat on the road here at Workington, our second loss in succession, and it looked like we struggled in midfield to control possession.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely hit the nail on the head, Craig. Our midfield shape was, at times, listen, I'm absolutely crying out for a 𝗕tože😍 and a David Norris, and them players that I depend upon and rely upon. And it's really interesting. Listen, you can say that we maybe got ahead of ourselves, 1 defeat in 8 or 9, playing some lovely stuff. But that was always based on a really solid foundation. It was based on people doing the jobs. Now, what's happened tonight is that in the key moments of the game, in both boxes, we've been found wanting. And that wins and loses your old cliche, isn't it? But it wins and loses your football matches. Now, to get into the final third, to get into those 2 boxes, you have to have an authority with the ball in midfield. I'm petrified. I am almost petrified to watch it again because I've never seen us as vacant in midfield. I've never seen us, not take responsibility for. And again, did we get ahead of ourselves and think, we got unlucky with the first goal? Don't get me wrong. That's a ricochet that could have gone anywhere. It's just dropped to the lad's feet and he's tapped it in. But you roll that back 10 seconds, we don't deal with that throwing at all the way we should do. Our throwing structure is really clear. And there's been moments tonight where some of the lads have just done what they wanted. And I won't have that. I'm not having that. And, has it caught up with us a little bit? Have maybe the injuries caught up with us? Nico, David Norris, Jamie Mellon, not here, Sloaney, Jake Conley not fit. There's 5. There's more, isn't there? I can't remember the.
We've had Cal Brown. He'll come off here today.
Brownie's come off in the first 10-15 minutes. To be fair, I thought Caelan was excellent when he came on. I thought Caelan was really good when he came on. Tied a little bit and made a couple of decisions that I wasn't so keen on at the end. But he's hardly played any football. So yeah, we've been found wanting in both boxes. The second goal's criminal. We don't clear our lines. There's. Again, wind it back 3-4, and we always send the players the goals and we always analyse them. Maybe we just need to come back a little bit more. Maybe we need to come back 90 seconds or 2 minutes and just have a look at how things developed and transpired. But in our defensive third, we didn't do the basics well enough. That's not like us. We're a team that lives and breathes off those basics. 𝗙𝙧, obviously not. We just didn't risk him tonight. Probably could have done. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know what I mean? If he plays tonight, he don't play on Saturday. What do we want? And we didn't always have the answer, even though we had lots of territory in the final third. Deliveries in the box, probably not good enough. We've probably put 20 crosses in tonight. But I couldn't probably give you 2 consistent crosses.
There was a chance on for Dom Lawson from the header.
Maybe Dom should take his one on his left where he released on. I thought Dom played well, by the way. Listen, Dom's had a tough week, and he had a tough torrid on Saturday. But I thought he played really well, and I've just said to him and Caelan, they're probably the 2 that come out with the credit. I didn't think anyone came out with credit on Saturday. That's different tonight. That's a nothing game, by the way. There's nothing in that at all. Symington's a top player, top player, and we had to manage him, and we didn't at times. But we've had probably the same mass territory that they've had. They've had 2, even the second goal, yes, we can roll it back to the not clearing our lines in the left channel. And Caelan, it just bounced off Caelan, doesn't it? Just can't get his feet organised quickly enough, and the lad just fires it in from point blank. So you do basics better. We come here and win 1-0, and we're saying what a good away performance it is. So, yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated more than anything else with that.
Something I do want to ask you, we had our worst performance of the season on Saturday against Ilkeston. Immediately then we're thrust into a game on Tuesday. If we were a full-time team, you'd have got the lads in on Monday, you'd have sorted things out. You haven't been able to do that. We come straight here. How much of a challenge is that for you?
The bigger challenge is the injuries at the moment. Just the knocks, We've lost Jake on Saturday, and I'm ringing him on the way up here to see how he is and to see, if there's a chance of him playing on Saturday. And we'll obviously... He's got to see a private physio tomorrow because we can't get him access to our, and we'll see him on Thursday. It's those, could we have patched up certain players for tonight? Don't know, because we're not going to see them in between. They've got jobs we've got lives, you know, we're not full-time, it's all that, but we do our analysis, we do our due diligence. There's nothing in the game. The game was dictated by moments, and in 2 moments we've made a couple of really catastrophic errors because they've cost us points tonight, and then it's probably a little bit too little too late when we score the set play at the end. But again, if you had our corners in today, I couldn't tell you what our corners were. I couldn't identify, you know, what the things that we work on tonight. We didn't keep the ball well enough. We had little spells, but in our little spells we didn't score, we didn't create good chances. In their little spells, they did. And that's the difference. And that's football, isn't it? I mean, 𝗙𝗪𝗧 hits the bar first half, that drops in, different game. Charlie's chance from 12 yards, he's walking straight onto it. You know, I reckon 9 out of 10 Charlie scores. Doesn't. Is it handball? Don't know. But there's your game. There's your game in those 2 big chances. Has Andre had to make a real save? One probably second half.
One that he tipped over the bar.
But it's right. At him, he should save them. That's football, isn't it? Really tight margins, but you want to do really well. You come here and you pinch 1-0 late on and you get out of here really happy. We haven't given ourselves a platform to do that because we haven't done the basics well enough.
You mentioned there about Andrew Teague not playing tonight, most likely will play on Saturday. How difficult is it for you managing the priorities when we've got so many different competitions we're in at the minute? We've got the FA Cup, the league's ongoing, we're about to enter the FA Trophy as well. We've had the Lancashire FA Challenge Trophy. Is that a challenge for you and your staff just to prioritise those different games?
Not really, because we're just picking what we've got at the moment. So we've only got the 16 that played tonight are the 16 fit players. And we've got a squad of 23 now, I think. So, you know, we have, my maths tells me we've got 7 that are not available to us. Will we get any back for Saturday? Potentially, but I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, it's the injuries that are costing us. It's not. It was basic errors tonight. It was not getting a foothold and a real, you know, getting the game by the scruff of the neck, which I need sometimes my experienced players to do. Sometimes my, you know, for example, we released players far too quickly tonight before we'd established possession. You've got to establish possession of the football. You've got to secure possession of the football before you disappear up the pitch expecting it just to arrive at you. And, you know, it swung both ways. They had 25 minutes first half. We had 20. We probably had 25 minutes second half. They had 20. But they've won the first half 1-0 and we've drawn the second half 1-1 and we've got nothing. So, listen, it was a better performance than Saturday. And it's a decent reality check. You know, we can say that we're flying and we've had a great start. And it's still a good start, but we need to win a football match now, quickly. And the best time to do that is Saturday. Because you can't go to Hyde and play as well as we did. You can't play Macclesfield as well as we did. And I don't want us to drift into that inconsistency that's cost us previously. That'll make us a mid-table side. Don't want to be that. So you've got to come nights like this on Tuesday night, travel a long way and find a way to win the game, and you can't do that when you make basic errors.
On Saturday, we have Ashton United in the FA Cup 3rd qualifying round. We expect the Giant Axe to be bouncing with support.
Yeah, we've not helped ourselves by having 2 defeats leading into it, have we? But, you know, we really need the people to get behind us. We need to get that place as full as we can, as vocal. And Ashton, really dangerous side, top players. You look at their roster of players and they've got a who's who, haven't they, really? So we've got to be at our best because we know what the qualities that they've got. They've got pretty much the entire Buxton team that won this division 2 seasons ago now. So, you know, you look at your 𝗙𝗪𝗧 and your Laws and your Newtons and your, you know, there's loads of them, isn't there? So we'll need to be at our best. Hopefully we can rectify some of what we've done tonight on Thursday. Hopefully we can get a big crowd to get behind us. But it becomes a big game, there's no question of it. And we heap that pressure on ourselves by not doing what we need to do tonight. So, you know, congratulations to Danny and his team tonight. They've got a really valuable 3 points for them. I think that probably puts some level with us. So people saying that Workington tonight had the best of starts, well, you know, what does it say about us now? So need to get back at it. Need to get back at it Saturday. We'll do everything we can to do that. Marginal game, we've come out the wrong side.
Thank you, Mark. Best of luck on Saturday.
Cheers.